Hi everyone. Wasn't planning to come back so soon to actually talk to you, but it was a really interesting day today when I got in contact with the people that I've been mentoring, only to find out they're making excuses as why they hadn't made a video. And so, again, I wanted to show them how quick and simple it is to actually make a video. Doesn't have to be perfect. People waste time on the trivial things, the small things that mean nothing. Where we need to be focusing our time is on getting the information across. You can see here that I'm standing in my kitchen. It's nothing flash, it's nothing wonderful. But I hope that the people who are watching this aren't judging me by my surrounds, but more by the information I want to give them. And that's the key. That's the key to all the success that you want to think about. It's up here. Am I giving you a quality information? Or are you too busy worrying about the little things? When I present to people, I want to give them the information. I want to make sure that they're getting quality information on a whole range of different things that we talk about. If they're more worried about the colour of my jacket or the shirt or anything like that, then I can tell they're not a person who's focused on their future. People worry about spelling as well. I make mistakes in spelling all the time. I'm probably really one of the best people to make mistakes in spelling. But again, are you going to criticize somebody because they've made a spelling mistake? Or are you going to see that they're getting an important message across? That's where you need to be focusing. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about in this video was the ability to think big. There's a book out there by David Schwartz called The Magic of Thinking Big, and it's a really good book if you've never read it. It's one of those books I've got to go back and read again. Now, the interesting thing is we can think small, and that normally includes a job and small dreams and goals, or you can think big with your big dreams and goals. The thing about it is, it takes no more energy to think big than it does to think small. But why think small instead of thinking big? And I put a bit of time and effort into thinking about this. Because when you think big, it means that you're going to have to actually step up to the plate and do what you're expected to do. And with that comes responsibility. Now, that can be scary for a lot of people. Taking on this extra responsibility can be something that people aren't ready for. They get scared because they're going to have responsibility and commitment. They've got to commit to something big. Once if you start a business and you employ somebody, now you're committed to them. Now you're going to make sure your business runs every single day, because if you don't, they're going to lose out. And that becomes an issue. Once you become responsible to somebody else, then that takes on a whole different meaning. If you're running your own business and you're the only person in it, and the only person who's going to suffer if you don't work is you, then you don't care. Or should I say, you don't care as much. But when you've actually got to be responsible for other people, to ensure that their livelihoods are looked after, that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. So in order to take on that responsibility, you've got to grow as a person. Again, Magic Thinking Big by David Schwartz, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, all those types of books. You need to be able to read them and learn from them. But the main message I want you to think of today is you need to be thinking about your big goals and be prepared to take them on. You can live small, tiny, little things, or you can live big. I'm 6'2" in the old scale, 6'2", whatever that measures up in meters and all that sort of rubbish, I don't care about. I'm not a small person. And you don't get to this big by doing small things. I eat a lot of food. I think big. I've always thought big. I don't stand the idea of thinking small. It doesn't achieve anything. Yay, I'm going to have a job and work at it for the rest of my life. Ooh, no. I'm going to run a business. It's going to be a global business. And I'm going to bring in so many people. And I'm going to help them achieve their dreams and actually get the things in their life that they want. That's my dream. I don't want to build a business in my hometown and just stay there. Singapore, Hong Kong, England, America, South Africa, maybe New Zealand. I like New Zealand. That's where I'm going to be looking at building my business. Why? Because I want to fly around the world and meet people and talk to people. What a great existence that will be. That is thinking big. And I'd rather think big and fail than think small and succeed. Because if I think big and I don't get that big, I might just be that big. And that's a big difference from that big. All right, that'll do for now. I'll speak to you all again soon. Hooroo.